This news update is brought to you by
Rock the remote with hours of free karaoke on video on demand from Flow. So bring it like Bay. There's even wonderful kids sing-alongs too. Available anytime. Simply press the VOD button on your Flow remote. This is how we do TV. This is how we flow.
This is the Barbados City Afternoon Update for Tuesday, February 9, 2016. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. 100 million in waste. That's how Environment Minister Dr. Dennis Lowe is describing the construction of the Greenland landfill in St. Andrew by the former Barbados Labour Party government. Leading off debate in Parliament this morning on proposed changes to the Sanitation Services Amendment Bill, the minister also charged that the opposition Barbados Labour Party was in no position to criticize the current administration on the proposed Cahill Waste-to-Energy project. In fact, he accused the opposition of hypocrisy and of creating a mess at Greenland while maintaining that his government's hands are clean. During the debate, Lowe also insisted that waste-to-energy was the way forward for Barbados. Just yesterday, Lowe toured a number of beaches affected by illegal dumping. During the tour, he was insistent that government's controversial $25 tipping fee was not to blame for the recent problem of illegal dumping. Instead, he pointed the accusing finger at Barbadians, who he said were engaging in irresponsible dumping habits. The minister also warned then that changes would be made to the legislation to ensure that the polluters pay.
We need to take more responsibility. Yes, there are issues that we have as a government with the agency responsible for the collection of waste. Those issues have been catalogued, documented, discussed, debated, you name it. And we're working to correct those issues. Tomorrow in the House of Parliament, I will be launching a bill to make some amendments to the Sanitation Services Authority Act. But I will take the opportunity to address some of these issues of waste and waste management and where we need to go with that whole process. I just think people just need to take responsibility.
In other news of the day, controversy continues to surround the removal of the 14-year-old girl from the Springer Memorial School. The student, who allegedly refused to pick up a wrapper when told to do so by both her teacher and principal, was yesterday ordered off the school compound. And in defense of the action by the principal, the Ministry of Education issued a statement saying the girl had been given a transfer to the Ellerslie Secondary School. However, the girl's mother is refusing to accept the transfer. Today, the Barbados Parent Teachers Association is meeting to discuss the controversy. More in our next newscast. Meantime, the Barbados Road Safety Association is calling for proper training for public service vehicle operators. The call comes on the heels of a recent accident in Bentham, St. Lucie, in which 16 students of the Darrell Jordan Secondary School were injured. President of the association, Charmaine Roland Bowen, tells Barbados Today the standards for PSV drivers need to be more than just passing the driver's test.
There are a number of collisions involved in PSVs, and that need to be looked at. Too many are happening. These people need to go through extensive and comprehensive training, in order to see some improvement. And the overall qualification for persons, to gain a license to drive a PSV or any other public service vehicle, they need to be upgraded. The standard need to be upgraded, and not just passing a driving test. The overall standard need to be relooked, and these persons should go through a rigorous form of driver training, defensive driver training, because after all, we are carrying human life.
Law enforcement officers in Barbados are being urged to work closely with their counterparts across the globe to stem the flow of drugs into the island. The plea from European Ambassador to Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, Michael Barford, who was speaking at the start of a week-long special training seminar for immigration and police officers at the Grantley Adams International Airport yesterday. Ambassador Barford pointed out that Bridgetown is an attractive place for drugs given its well-serviced hub for flights.
The same way traffickers are working together across across borders, so must we. We must learn to anticipate new challenges and seek innovative solutions so that we can respond quickly and effectively to rapidly evolving trends. In order to be a step ahead, we must join forces, build a common agenda, and work together very, very closely. As we all know, Barbados is a hub for flights to Europe. Therefore, such a well-serviced destination makes Barbados automatically attractive as a transshipment point for drugs from Latin America and other countries of the Caribbean.
In sports, India is in the final of the ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup. The team secured a convincing win, 97-run win that is, over Sri Lanka in the semi-final in Bangladesh on Tuesday. India recovered from early setbacks to post 267 for 9 after being put into bat on a misty morning in Manipur. Sri Lanka was down to 13 for 2 in reply before being dismissed for 170 in 42.4 overs to hand the three-time champion its fifth appearance in the final. Meantime, Afghanistan qualified for the Plate Championship final with an 8-wicket victory over New Zealand in Cox's Bazar.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
I'm praying for my Caribbean trip that she will
Barbados.
again suffering can see.
Across these 166 square miles, in every parish, in every community, in every sector, in every home, in every sphere, you can find a gem, a Belgian gem. Celebrate their stories as we celebrate 50 years of independence.
To news from our regional neighbors, it's nomination day in Jamaica. Candidates representing the two major political parties, the ruling People's National Party and the opposition Jamaica Labour Party, along with independents, are this hour trekking to centres across the island to file in their nomination papers and deposits. The political hopefuls are seeking for a chance to represent the affairs of the people in the 63-seat parliament. On the international front, at least 9 people were killed and scores more injured after 2 passenger trains collided in the German state of Bavaria. According to the transport minister, the trains had crashed into each other while both were traveling around 62 miles per hour. Emergency teams, some working by helicopter, are working to free the casualties from the wreckage.
Emergency services are still at the scene, and they're trying to find out more about what exactly caused this incident. Now, as you point out, it happened at around 7 a.m. That's when a lot of people were going into work, but it's also a holiday here. It's Carnival, and a number of children may also have been on the train. That's what police are now saying. What we know in terms of the injuries is that there were about 15 critical injuries, another 40 serious injuries, and then another 100 or so people in less serious condition. But 4 people have been confirmed dead. That death toll may rise as there are still emergency workers at the scene, and a number of cars had actually derailed. So it's taking some time to clear the area. So they are warning there could be more fatalities yet, Max.
That's news and sports. However, you can join us again later this evening for more. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadoscity.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also, tune in to Channel 101 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good afternoon.